So, good day. Yeah, I guess this will be my first video of just recording myself and posting it online, probably on YouTube. It's more of a documentary of what I'm doing in my life, but it's pretty sad how I'm going to start my documentary as as an unemployed man or someone who just recently got terminated. Now, I am not fired yet from where I work, but I have a feeling that I might just be. Now, let me tell you why. The reason for that is because an item that was recounted, I took a snip out of it. Not like a cocaine snip, like a snip, how you would smell it, something. Now, I didn't know that was considered consuming already by the policy of the supermarket where I work at. I thought it would be fine as the item that was that I smelled was a reported item from a customer. It was a foreigner. I think he was American. He had an American accent. A pretty chill guy, honestly. So yeah, he went back to the store, asked for a refund or an item exchange, which the manager of the store gave it to him. But I don't think that was even allowed in the first place, as I believe that once the item got out of the store, it is no longer the store's responsibility but yours. But cricket, the manager was nice enough to do that. Kudos to him. But yeah, I took a snip of that item that was exchanged for a newer one. Now the item was already half consumed, was already nearing its end, and it had a crack on the bottle. Now I remember when I sold that item, I wasn't the person who sold it to him, but I remember him picking up the item, and it didn't have any cracks on it. So it was most likely that they cracked, and they thought they could get a refund for it, which they actually did, which is great. But yeah, so all in all, that was the item I took a smell out of. I smell, not took a smell. And I didn't know that was punishable by termination. So yeah, I might actually get fired from my job, which is nice, I guess, as I get to move in a better position. But the year is ending, as we're already on September, halfway through the September. Not even halfway. We're almost done. We're almost through September. Pretty soon it's going to be October. Like 3 more months until December, which is incredibly hard to find a job in that time frame. So if I actually get fired or terminated in this year, damn, I will be jobless. I wouldn't have any job. I would be unemployed again. Crazy. No, I'm only young. Um, I'm only 19. But yeah, being terminated in such an being terminated is not my ideal type of way of working in a job. Now I used to work back in McDonald's back when I was in college. You see, I actually dropped out for a. So yeah, I used to work at McDonald's. Now at McDonald's, it was actually a pretty nice place to work at. Honestly, pretty annoying, but yeah. So if I do get fired from my job in the supermarket, I don't know where to go. I actually have no idea where to go. I don't know which job I should take next. Now, the logical conclusion might be oh, just go back to McDonald's. But yeah, the reason why I left McDonald's in the first place is because the pay wasn't really good. Like I was being paid less than what I am being paid now where I work at in the supermarket. But the reason why I don't mind being fired, well I kinda do mind being fired in my current job is because but the reason why I'm not against it as much, like I'm open to being fired but just not now, is because the job is very boring. Like 8 hours of my duty, I just spend it on sitting around doing nothing. Half of that 8 hours, I do that. I just sit around and do nothing. While McDonald's, my 8 hours is fully fulfilled. I get to do things. I get to do work, and time just flies by. But here, where I work now, as a supervisor, like it doesn't even move. It's so boring. It's not fulfilling. Alright, hold on. I might blow my nose. It's getting clogged. I have. You know what sucks the most on this job as a worker that I'm working right now? It's very boring. And the reason why I left McDonald's in the first place was because the pay wasn't good enough. Like I was being paid below minimum wage. Where I live, it's the law here. You can get paid below minimum. It's crazy. So I took a minimum job, but it was very boring. There was nothing to do. And now I'm probably getting fired for something so basic, for an item that was already being thrown away just because I took a smell out of it, and that is already considered consuming the product you're going to throw out. That is crazy. But I get it, rules are rules, but sometimes you just gotta make exceptions, man. You can't just say, oh, you did this out of a product that's already broken. That means you're getting fired. Like, bro, that's fucking crazy. That's incredibly crazy how that's allowed, if you ask me. So, yeah, I might do call center next year. My contract ends, if I don't get fired, my contract ends in December. And by January of 2025, I might do call center work. I don't know. My English isn't that great. I can't hold a conversation in English. My grammar is very basic, if you think about it. My vocabulary isn't the best. And my pronunciation is pretty bad, if you think about it. Because I have a very thick accent, my native language. And yeah, I don't think I can do call center work. I'm just not built for it, you know? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'll do after this job. If I don't get fired. But if I do get fired, I also don't know what I'm going to do. It's crazy. I shouldn't have dropped out of college. At the same time, I couldn't afford it. College was so goddamn expensive. I can't even afford it with a part-time job anymore. and later I had to get a full time to support it, and yet I can't do college at that point. Now, my parents also can't afford my education. Now, I wanted to be an architect when I was younger, but I had to take entrepreneurship as my main course, as I thought that would be cheaper. Turns out it's not. My game plan back then, take the cheapest course I could get, and then graduate with a diploma in that course, and that's it. Abandon my dreams. But turns out, that's not even enough if you think about it. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I might get fired tonight. Who knows? I'll update you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye. Peace.